Every year, on dark, foggy nights, something unexplainable happens in a remote village in India. Birds, healthy, strong, wild birds, suddenly fall from the sky. Some crash into buildings. Some plummet straight to the ground. And the strangest part? They don't fall just anywhere. They fall only in one small stretch of land, less than 2 miles long. This place is called Jatinga, and what happens here has baffled scientists, terrified locals, and sparked legends for over a century. Jatinga is a tiny village in the northeastern state of Assam, India. On the surface, it looks peaceful. Lush green hills, mist rolling across the valley, bamboo huts, quiet farmlands. But behind this serene landscape lies one of the strangest mysteries in the natural world. For generations, villagers have witnessed the same eerie event. Between September and November, during the late monsoon season, when heavy fog blankets the sky, birds begin falling from above. These are not just one or two birds. We're talking about flocks, herons, drongos, kingfishers, even migratory birds. They appear confused, disoriented, and then, suddenly, they dive straight down to their deaths. Now here's the part that keeps scientists scratching their heads. This strange event doesn't happen across all of India. It doesn't even happen across all of Assam. It happens only here, in Jatinga, in one narrow strip of land, barely 2 miles long and a few hundred yards wide. Imagine that for a second. Birds can fly thousands of miles across the planet with flawless navigation. But here, in this one patch of Earth, something goes terribly wrong. Why? For the local villagers, this was never just a natural event. To them, it was a curse, a sign from the spirits. Long ago, the Damasa tribe, early settlers of Jatinga, believed that evil spirits living in the skies were sending the birds down as sacrifices. The sight of hundreds of birds plummeting in the night only strengthened this belief. Even today, older villagers whisper stories of angry gods, vengeful skies, and supernatural forces. To them, Jatinga is not just a village. It's a haunted place. But of course, science has its own theories. Some researchers believe that during the monsoon months, thick fog, high-altitude winds, and disorienting weather conditions confuse the birds' natural navigation systems. Migratory birds often use starlight to guide themselves. But in Jatinga, the sky is often pitch black, covered by clouds and mist. They panic, they lose control, and they dive downward. But here's where it gets stranger. The birds don't just fall randomly. They're often drawn toward light, lamps, torches, even small fires lit by villagers. It's as if the fog, combined with their confusion, pulls them toward artificial light and straight into danger. Still, the question remains, why Jatinga? Why not other foggy, misty valleys in the world? Why this one narrow strip of land? And then there's a darker side to the story. Over the decades, villagers realized they could predict when and where the birds would fall. Some began to see this not as a curse, but as an opportunity. They set up torches and fires, and when the disoriented birds flew down, they caught them. Sometimes for food, sometimes just out of fear. For years, what we now call bird suicides was actually a mix of confusion and human intervention. Today, wildlife authorities protect the area, educating locals and working to stop this practice. But the eerie reputation of Jatinga lives on. Scientists continue to visit Jatinga, hoping to unlock the puzzle. Some compare it to the phenomenon of whales beaching themselves. Others say it's a geomagnetic anomaly, like the Bermuda Triangle of the skies. But despite decades of research, there is still no final, universally accepted explanation. And that's what makes Jatinga so captivating. It sits on the border between science and myth, between fact and folklore. To this day, if you visit the village during those foggy monsoon nights, you might see it for yourself. Birds, suddenly and without warning, dropping from the sky. So, what do you think is really happening in Jatinga? Is it just weather and fog messing with the birds' navigation? Or could there be something more, something beyond science? Would you dare to stand in Jatinga on one of those dark nights and watch the skies above? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if mysteries like this fascinate you, hit that subscribe button and join me on the journey. Because the world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered.